Thank you, choir and bells, for the beautiful music this morning. I will be reading from the book of Psalms, Psalm 23, about the divine shepherd, a psalm of David. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in right paths for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord my whole life long. May God add his blessings to the read of his holy words.
Test. Good morning, everybody. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Tony Sarah, and I'm the Director of Pastoral Care and Director of Christian Education here. Throughout my sermon today, it might get a little jumpy, but I first want to dedicate it to all of you here in the congregation and the three people in the back that are my father, my uncle, and my girlfriend, that you all show me unconditional love. You've helped me through tough times. You've helped me through hard times, and you've shown me unconditional love that I can never repay. So I just want to first thank you for that. I want to first start with a devotional. And this has to go with the first part of Psalm 23. And it goes like this. Linger in my presence a while. Rein in your impulses to plunge into the day's activities. Beginning your day alone with me is essential preparation for success. A great athlete takes time to prepare himself mentally for the feat ahead of him before he moves a muscle. Similarly, your time of being still in my presence equips you for the day ahead of you. Only I know what will happen to you this day. I have arranged the events you will encounter as you go along your way. If you are not adequately equipped for the journey, you will grow weary and lose heart. Relax with me while I ready you for action. And with this being a Psalm of David, this is also I forgot to mention, this is dedicated to my mother, my uncle David, and my little brother David. I lost my mom June of 2021, and one of the biggest things she instilled in me was a simple prayer every morning that was one or two lines, whether it was, Lord, please hold my hand and give me strength for the day, or Lord, please hold my hand throughout the day. And she always took this quiet time in the morning, and I had, like, in my experience, I advise this, whether it's 30 seconds, 5 minutes, whatever fits to you the best. That little power prayer resonates with me so much that I say it in my life, I do it in my life. I was going to play some guitar this morning, but I'm not quite ready to do that. But I'm very grateful to have had the mother that I had and to have instilled the beliefs and virtues that I do have. And then going back to the first, excuse me. So I just want to talk a little bit about my journey and how thankful I am to be able to be in front of you guys today. because it's been a very, very long road, and I can't help but thank the Lord that I'm able to be in front of you today. I don't do a lot of public speaking, but I want to pass my message, my perspective, my love, and my prayers on to you guys. So the first section I separate is the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. When I was in my car accident, May 22nd of 2016, I had broken the top left of my shoulder, which required me to go into a nursing home. And not really knowing or having education or anything like that, I was in the same nursing home where my grandmother had passed. And my mother, she was by my side every night, and I will never forget that. I'll never be able to repay that. But I always like to think that she is sitting amongst us, or sitting right here on my shoulder as my guardian angel. And I hope all of us feel that those that we've lost are right on our shoulders and still in our hearts as our guardian angels. And I also remember looking out the window and praying for my legs to move. And I wanted that greatly. And doctors were telling me that that probably wouldn't happen. And through prayer and a ton of hard work and physical therapy, I was able to get to the point where I can kick out my right leg. And when I transfer into a car or any type of vehicle, or if I were to transfer into the pew, I can use my right leg to use as a post. So that is a wonderful blessing that it's hard for me to describe, but I got that through prayer and through the Lord and through hard work, and I'm so grateful for that. But I remember saying I had to release control to God and let him be the one who determines where he wants me to be, because I believe that everything happens for a reason, and I'm grateful to be able to be in front of you here today and share my message. So the next part is, he maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for name's sake. I would say for the past up until last November, I didn't know where my life was going. I didn't know what a career might look like, what where I might be able to spend my time, where I might be able to give my energy and my love. And this part really resonates with me. He leadeth me beside the still waters, which I believe we are all still waters here. He restoreth my soul, because I will admit, when I first got injured and I was discharged from occupation or inpatient therapy, I went through a bout of depression, and I don't know if it was this specific moment, but this is what sticks out in my mind. He restoreth my soul. And I feel like I've looked for my soul for a very long time. Sorry. And last November, and I'm not a big social media person, but I got on social media for out of the blue, and I saw Sarah's message about needing another youth leader. And over the last year, everybody in this church has helped restore my soul, including not only you, but the Lord as well. And Reverend Sarah has been a godsend in my life from when she first came to our church. I got to work with her for a few months, and then I went back into the golf business. And but Sarah is a dear love of mine, and a very dear friend, and I will forever be grateful to her. But I saw the Facebook message about the job posting, and I had just lost my mom 4 months prior, and I thought, what better way can I give back than to give through education and give through my heart and give through what I think Christ would want me to do and what my mom would want me to do. And I believe he's led me to the path of righteousness in his name's sake. And that's one of the big reasons of why I try to do the best that I can in education and pastoral care. And I just want everyone to know I care so much about everybody in this church. And if I can do anything for you, I will always be here for you. And the next part, yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. I have a funny story about, I mean, you can call it funny, but growing up as an athlete and from baseball to basketball to football, I remember when I was probably 8 to 10 years old, not probably around 10, and I made an all-star team in baseball, and we had these practice shirts or practice jerseys, and on the back of it, it said, though I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I will fear no evil. And I was 10 years old at the time, and I didn't really understand what that meant to me if you apply it to athletics. But now I'm 36, and I apply it to life. And it's not necessarily evil. It's just the way of doing things differently. And I don't fear any evil. It's sometimes the fear of being uncomfortable or not able to do something when if I were able to walk properly. But with the help of you all, since last November, if you look at my life prior to that to now, it is night and day better. And it is so special to be able to share this in front of you today about struggles I've had and struggles I have daily, which I won't go into detail, but the different types of things that I've overcome have been through Jesus, prayer, my mother, my dad, my uncle, so many different people in my life. And it's been a blessing to not feel uncomfortable reaching out for help. And I always want to pass along that message that anybody that needs help, whether you're a man or woman, we're all here to help each other. We're all one family. And it took me a while to get comfortable asking for help, but that's been a big part of me becoming where I am today. And I want to thank all of you for that. And even though I'll say one more thing about this, I have gone through the valleys of being close to death And just being in front of the congregation today and you hearing my message, a year ago, I never thought that I would be speaking in front of a public audience. And I'm just so grateful to be able to do that. And whatever comes my way, I fear zero evil because I know the Lord is on my side, and I have a church family, and I have family and friends that I can rely on with all of my heart. And the last part, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So this breaks down into two parts for me. The first part, thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. My cup runneth over with family and friends from this church and with blessings from the Lord. I may not be able to walk, but I can shower, I can shave, I can drive. Everything that I thought that I couldn't do for 3 years after my accident, I've been able to accomplish. And my cup inside overflows with love. And it overflows with love to educate, which I these bands that we did for educators within the church, I always wear this to remind me that I'm an educator and I'm a leader of youth within our church. And I hope the example that I set for you is an example you can follow in your lives. And any advice that I can give you through my experiences, I will always do that. I'm also blessed to have the family that I do. I'm lucky and blessed enough to be able to be building a home right now. And I wouldn't be able to do that without my dad, my uncle, my girlfriend. I wouldn't be able to do it without Mike Doherty, who is generously offered, I just saw him in the back, sorry, generously offered to help me get a stander where I can stand up and have a desk in front of me and I can do work while I'm standing, which is something I haven't been able to do in 6.5 years. So that blessing is huge in my life once everything comes together. So my cup, even though I am paralyzed from the waist down, I know I can kick this leg, but my cup runneth over no matter what, because it's filled with Jesus. It's filled with people that love and that I love and that I will forever love. No matter where each of us goes in life, Emma, when you go to college, I'm still going to be your friend. I'm still going to love you. Lance and Ivo, when you guys graduate and go your different ways, I'm always going to be a resource for you. Marcos and Adrian, Cecilia, I will always be a resource for you. I will always be your friend. And that goes for the parents as well. And my cup, despite my physical disability, overflows with gratitude, love, peace, strength. And that is because of all of you and the Lord. And Jack, I forgot to mention you helped me through a lot of things too as well. And Nancy, you as well. And then surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. So I mentioned earlier that I was going to try and play some guitar, and my uncle tried to help me, and I just couldn't quite get to it. But and this is for you, Mom. I had a really special moment with my mom before she passed, and I know that one day I will see her again, and I'll be able to hold her hand and give her a kiss and hug her, and just thank her for everything she did in my life. And there's a song, I really like country music, and there's a song out there, and there's, I believe it's 3 sentences. If I get this wrong, sorry. And it goes, "On the day I die, I know where I'll go to. Me and Jesus have that part worked out. I'll wait at the gates till her face I see, her or his face I see, standing in a long line of sinners like me." And just reminds me of how much I will, or not, it reminds me of where I'm going, and that eternity awaits for me in heaven with the Lord. And I'm so grateful for that. And thank you for letting me share today. I hope my message has made a little bit of an impression on you. Thank you, guys.